Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Paradise Killer. Last time we left off, we made it over here to... oh boy, what is your name? Last Kiss? Yeah, One Last Kiss. We made it over here to this character, talked to them, got some information out of them, and yeah, there was also another nightmare computer down here we couldn't access yet, but yeah, we found out quite a lot last time, so we can actually review our case files here, so... One Last Guest told me Akiko believes in more militarization and expansion of power for the Marshals. She wants more roles like exorcism to fall under their remit. Is Akiko using the murder of the Council to push her agenda? And Witness came to see her before her death. He wanted to know her thoughts about the likelihood of a demonic invasion. He was fixated on the idea of a cleansing tide of demons enveloping the island. And the murder of Grace Bloodlines. One Last Guest said that Carmelina accompanied her to Henry's exorcism. When Akiko left Grace alone with Henry, it was to speak to Carmelina. Okay, so we have quite a bit of things to follow up on. And these are all of our suspects. Alright, so I guess we can start focusing on talking to some other characters now. I want to talk to... Sam Daybreak, I guess is his name. Lydia's brother. I think I want to focus on possibly talking to him next. This seems like a very weird way to get over here to him, but also there's a blood crystal up here, so yeah. It's crazy where they hide some of the things in this game, like up here, really? Okay, and there's you. That's weird. That's a weird noise it makes when I walk on this. I guess she's in, like, heels, maybe, so that's what's making that noise. Alright, we're very, very, very close to Sam. Let's just hop down into the forest over here. Shinji's hanging out on his roof. This one is nearly perfect. It lasts for so long. Carmelina is truly a genius. Is she now? It's locked from the other side. Okay, so I can't get to that. I can grab you, though. With my jump powers. Hey, Sam, what's up? Why are you just a skeleton? Let's hire the broadcast music. There's a tape. Thank you, House of Bliss. Okay, so there's our phone here. I want to go ahead and unlock this fast travel point because it is right by Sam. Alright, Sam, what are you like? Bar knife through the heart. How you doing, bud? Bar master.
Hey, Aldi.
I'd heard you were back. Bar master. Born in the shadow of the dragon in Turkey in AD 999 under the sign of Shadow Zero. Sam took to killing like breathing. He killed to survive on the streets and then killed as a soldier before just killing for fun. He became a hitman extraordinaire under the banner of Shadow Zero. He met Lydia on the battlefield. They battled for 2 weeks, destroying the town of Ras 009. Lydia claimed victory and stabbed Sam through the heart. While fighting, he had fallen in love with Lydia, and in his moment of death refused to leave her. His skin fell away and his skeleton hardened, becoming a deep red as he confessed his love for her. She too had fallen for him and accepted his confession. They fled to get married. He renounced his murderous ways and refuses to commit harm to others.
Royalty.
Starlight is filling you in, isn't she? Have you forgotten about us during exile? I suppose isolation clouds the mind, doesn't it? Hey Sam, it's been a while. Nice jacket. You noticed. It was a gift from Lydia. She always had good taste. Doesn't she? Lydia's missed drinking with you. I missed you too as well. You're the only normal people on these islands. Excuse me, he's a red skeleton. That's not normal. That's nice of you to say, LD.
I am under suspicion, Aldi.
It'd be nicer if you were back under better circumstances, wouldn't it?
I don't like this.
The Syndicate is in a bad place.
That's royalty.
It's devastating, isn't it? Our friends and colleagues have been taken from us.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's not a lot of wailing, grieving going
I
on.
am under suspicion, Alzi.
We've existed for unknown epochs of time, haven't we? It gives everyone a different perspective on things.
Got it.
How's the whiskey blend on this island? Some vanilla, caramel, spice, and just a hint of smoke. The spice is unusual. The whiskey tastes like the island is made on. This has been a peaceful island. The caramel and vanilla are in harmony. The spice twists in your mouth. It coils and slips between the other flavors. The whiskey. What's the whiskey telling you, Sam?
Are you accusing me?
There's something under the surface. Something that twists. Something that has moved between us all. You can feel it too? There anything I can help you with? Alright. Sam. I like how you're lewdly showing off your pelvis there. Look at that. This design's really cool. Alright. Let's ask about Henry. You think Henry really did this, Sammy? It's hard to say, isn't it? It's a hell of a crime. What do you believe, LD? I'm still making my truth. Akiko found him with council blood in his stomach. That's messed up, isn't it? He's clearly a sicko. That's what I'm trying to work out. Suspicions. Can you think of anyone that would want to kill the council, Sam?
What?
Kill the council? This crime of the century? Of the millennium?
I am under suspicion, Alzi.
I don't think I do, LD. I'm really sorry I can't be of more help. Everyone here is a loyal member of the syndicate, aren't they? I hope that's true. Your alibi. Where were you at the time of the murder, Sam? Am I under suspicion, LD?
I have a bad feeling about
Sam,
this.
I'm an investigator. Of course, LD. We must all cooperate, mustn't we? Lydia had taken me to the Paradise Gates.
My only plans.
I finished packing up the bar. I spent a few moments taking the place in. I couldn't have expected to be back here, could I? Sam says he was with Lydia at the Paradise Gates, ready to be taken off the island. They started the warm-up sequence on the gates, but it was ended prematurely when the murder occurred. What time did you leave the bar? I let Yuri know I was good to go. Lydia came to get me and we went to the gates. She picked me up about 10 to midnight. We arrived at the gates at about 5 to midnight. Any proof? The nightmare computers at the gates will have the logs. I'll check them out. Lydia and Sam's motive. What about your motive? Sure thing, LD. What do you need to know?
Sure.
Got anything you'd like to tell me? Don't think so, LD. We're happy. The only ones. You two might be the only ones. I hope not. Wouldn't it be awful if we were? Yuri's alibi. Did you see Yuri last night?
What do you believe, Alzi?
Lydia tried phoning him. You should ask her, shouldn't you? Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Do you know anything about the murder of the Marshal Guards outside of the council building? I don't, do I, LD? Terrible business, isn't it? Lydia's knife. Any idea why Lydia's knife was outside the penthouse?
Don't think so, Alzi.
No idea, LD. You sure it's hers? Direct. Mocking. Sammy? Sammy, come on. She didn't mention losing it or using it to do a bit of murder or anything. Not sure how I can help, LD. KHX is missing. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? I don't think I can help you on this one, can I? Maybe check out his place overlooking the ocean. Akiko's alibi? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? Akiko? Didn't see her, I'm afraid, LD. You should ask her yourself, shouldn't you? Carmelina? Did you see the Architect last night? Have you asked the Architect, LD? That'd be my first stop, wouldn't it? Crimson? Did you see Crimson last night? Sometimes she stops by for a drink in the evening, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting last night, LD. You should speak to her, shouldn't you? Doom Jazz? Did you see the doctor last night? He said he'd been in his clinic, didn't he? Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? You been to the Desolation Cell yet, LD? You should ask Akiko, shouldn't you? Henry's escape? What do you know about the escape last night? Not sure what help I can be, LD. Yeah. Demonic possession? What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
This is a joke, Aldi.
The Dead Zone's bad news, LD. If you're looking into a crime from a decade ago, you're gonna have to stare into the hell coffin. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? It's a mystery, isn't it? Not for me to know, is it? Murder of Grace Bloodlines. What do you know about the murder of Grace bloodlines? I don't know anything, do I, LD? Why, you didn't give me anything. Really? Let's hang out, though. Pay for a drink? Yeah. What do you recommend, Sam? How long since you had a drink?
Sure.
3 million days. Feel like catching up? Hit me.
I'm glad to be back.
Make it a large one.
Fancy a drink?
How about starting with a highball? Sounds good. Please enjoy. Ah, that's a good highball, Sam. You are too kind, LD. I'm still practicing. This is Dead Nebula's Beyond Horizon, a nice blended whiskey. It has a crisp flavor and a sweet smoky aroma. It goes perfectly with the soda water and a garnish of mint to make a nice highball. Don't be
I'm glad
modest.
to be back.
Be proud. I do not wish to be presumptuous, but an artisan can never be satisfied, can they? There's always another facet to the diamond that is perfection, wouldn't you agree? You said it. The endless pursuit. It is a curse and a blessing, isn't
The
it?
investigator is here.
It creates a restless mind, frustrated by not being able to practice, but in the moment of doing, you are in heaven. Precisely. The key to a highball is the ice. This ice is frozen at negative 20 degrees Celsius and makes the ice harder so it doesn't melt. You can enjoy the taste of the ingredients without them being diluted.
Fancy a drink?
The ice is cut to provide a tight fit in the glass. A highball has to be stirred gently so the soda doesn't fizz. You stir without the ice moving apart. It chills it nicely, doesn't
I'm
it?
glad to be back.
You always make the perfect drink. Please, LD, I'm still learning. I need to go and breathe life back into paradise. Good to talk to you, Sam. It is always a pleasure, LD. Please stop in again, won't you? Absolutely. Alright, well, Sam seems interesting, although he really didn't have much to give us, I will say. So I thought you two were possibly like brother and sister, you and Lydia, but no, you're married. And we can go talk to Lydia right over here. Is that a blood crystal? It is a blood crystal. Let's go ahead and grab you. There was something back here, but I'm not quite sure how I meant to get in there. So I would like to check this place out. Wonder if I can jump in from up there? There's a trap door. Is there potentially a way for me to jump in there, I wonder? Let's see if maybe we can do some platforming shenanigans and get up there, why don't we? I don't think I can make that jump. For sure. Huh. Almost there, though. Can I get up here? Yeah. Okay, and then can I... Nope. Too slanted. Alright, I guess we'll have to wait on that. Alright, let's go check in with Lydia then. I suppose. Where does that lead to? Down there, there's a blood crystal. Lydia's just right down there. Oh, there's also a nightmare computer down there. Blop. Citizen housing. Okay, oh, that's where the, yeah. That's the dead zone. I think I can get in there now, but let's go talk to Lydia first. Why don't we? What's that? Something up there? There must be. Whoop. That was a really, really fast jump. Yeah, where's that noise coming from? Is it in the tree? Oh, it must be under this. Yeah, there it is. Jeez. That was bothering me. I was like, where is this stupid thing? Oh well. Alright, let's go talk to Lydia. She should be, yep, right over here. I guess I can buy a drink. I'm buying more drinks. D1. Fruit-flavored soft drink. Makes you think of caring for your sick mother and when you went traveling to Egypt with a group of friends. You have done neither of these things. Interesting. Glittering sequin ward? A strange folklore developed among citizens, believing that scattering sequins outside their home would ward off demons. Weird. Why would people come to that conclusion, I wonder? So many little places to investigate back here. It's weird just how much there is. Okay, I gotta get up to get to Lydia, actually. So... I guess we're going up here? Yeah, this should lead us to her. Hi, Shinji. Just chilling on somebody's roof? What a crazy guy Shinji is. Alright, there's Lydia. Let's actually come over here and talk to you and see if you have anything for us. The fairy woman. Suspicions. Skeptical, Henry. You buying this Henry story? I hope it's him, LD. It was one of us, the syndicate. If it was one of us, the syndicate would collapse. Akiko-chan found him at the scene. He had a knife in the Vic's blood, right? That paints a pretty convincing picture. Maybe it's a little too convincing. You think something else is going on, LD? My job to check. I don't, but I have to check.
The investigator is here.
A demon-possessed citizen with a grudge makes this a nice, simple case. Nice. Did you have any problems with the council? No, me and Sammy are just living our lives, LD. We're not into politics and scheming on the island.
Don't test me.
What about the rest of the syndicate? Anyone come to mind that has a grudge against the council?
But damn it, LD.
This is a dark line of questioning, LD.
Come on, LD.
If people find out I've said anything, I'll get a target on me. You're an ex-assassin that's cooperating with the lead investigator. You'll be fine. I need your help, Lydia. I've been gone so long, things are weird on this island.
Come on, LD.
You're telling me? Okay, because it's you. I've started to worry about a couple of people.
Damn it, LD.
Yuri's up to no good.
Sure.
What makes you say that? We'll get into that later. Carmelina's the other one.
Strange.
The architect, why?
Complicated.
Gut feeling, LD. Okay, so you suspect them. Your alibi. Where were you at the time of the murder? Sammy had packed up his bar, so I picked him up. It was his turn to go through the Paradise Gates to the next island. I took him over there, but before we could get through, they locked in response to the murder. Yeah, says she was with Sam at the Paradise Gates. They're waiting for the gates sequence to finish. Yeah, okay, so that confirms what Sam said. Will the logs at the gate confirm this? Should do. We started the warm-up procedure, but then it shut down.
The investigator is here.
What's the deal with the warm-up procedure? You can't just walk through the Paradise Gates. They're connected to another reality. It takes a lot of power to move between different realities, and it's a complicated procedure. The gates need some time to draw enough power in and do the calculations to get you to the next island. How is that different to just driving around the island? We're not hopping between realities on the island, so we can just cruise. Just a bit of single reality driving, huh?
Talk, LD.
You got it. Holler at me anytime you want to go for a cruise, LD. Okay, Carmelina's motive. Let's talk about your suspicions about Carmelina. Carm's a genius, LD.
Come on, LD.
The next island will probably be perfect. She'll have crafted a
The
masterpiece.
island feels bad, LD.
You've probably heard people talking about Montserrat. He was getting paranoid. He was getting arrogant.
Come on, LD.
For some people, honing their craft is enough. Others need rewards. I don't know if Montserrat was in the credit-giving frame of mind.
That's weird.
A slighted genius? Maybe. So she thinks it's like Carmelina believes she wasn't getting properly paid for creating the perfect island, and that's why she could have potentially done this? Lydia and Sam's motive. I have to ask about this, Lydia. Do you have a motive for killing the council? I get it, LD. Just doing your job. Nah, me and Sammy haven't got a reason to hit the syndicate like
The
this.
investigator is here.
You're happy here?
I'm messing with you.
As anyone could be. Yuri's motive? Has Yuri got motive for killing the council?
Can you prove it? Sure.
He's ambitious and wants power.
Huh?
He hasn't earned it, though. Unearned power is bad news,
Can
LD.
you prove it?
He used to be small time, a shitty little kid, but one day he got buff. One
What are
day?
you talking about, LD?
Yeah, it was weird. Almost overnight he became handsome, got six-pack abs, and started to be charming.
Prove it. Sure.
His charm's fake, though. He's trying to get his own way all the time. Be careful with him. He's been trying to push his own agenda on the council, but it's never gone well. Montserrat was fixed on his plan. Yuri wasn't going to push him around. I got a bad feeling about him a while back and pulled some records from the Moon database. Here, take them. Yuri's request to join the council. Try asking Sammy as well. People get loose-lipped in a bar. Okay. Yuri's alibi. So she thinks that Yuri had his own plan and Montserrat wasn't going for it, so Yuri wanted to join the council? What can you tell me about Yuri and what he was doing last night?
Right on, LD.
I was talking with him all night. He was my handler for the pickups. Pickups? You know, LD, the move to the next island. The islands exist in separate pockets of reality, so we can't just hop on a boat trip over there. We have to go through the Paradise Gates, get our trans-dimensional travel on. Masahiro Heavy Industries built this car to do it. It's the only thing on the island that can go through the gates, and I'm the ferry woman. On the night an island ends, I wait for syndicate members to report it to Yuri that they're done with their duties. Yuri calls me and arranges a pickup. I grab them and take them through the gates to the next island.
That's it.
You were in contact with him all night.
That feels bad, LD.
Well, there was a time when I couldn't contact him. When we got to the Paradise Gates, I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence started, but I couldn't get through to him.
That's strange.
Any idea why? Is it unusual?
Damn it, LD.
It has happened a couple of times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just thought it happened last night of all nights. I'll try checking his phone records at a comms tower. Who killed the Holy Seal marshals? Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside of the council building?
Huh?
Not a thing, LD. I was working last night. Knife. I found your knife outside the penthouse. What knife? It's a combat knife that's engraved with a message from Sam.
Right on, LD.
You found my knife? I've been looking for that for ages. It disappeared a while ago. Disappeared?
Come on, LD.
Yeah, I couldn't find it one day. Like it just up and vanished.
Strange.
Uh-huh. Do many things vanish around here, or is it just that your knife... Is it just your knife that mysteriously vanished and then appeared outside a crime scene?
Come on, LD.
You never lost something before? Do you know why the blade is
I'm
damaged?
glad you're back, LD.
Not much need for a combat knife on this island, so it just became a tool. Pop the cap off a beer bottle, tighten the axle nut on a car, you know? Can I have it back? It's sentimental.
That's it.
Afraid not, Lydia. This is evidence. Okay. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? It's a secret, LD. I've never been through that big door in the council building. KHX? What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Haven't seen him in a while, LD. I was hoping he'd turn up on my list of pickups last night. I thought he was just taking some time out, but he'd be ready to go to the next island.
Feels bad, LD.
I guess something bad happened. Have you poked around his place on the mountain? Akiko? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Sorry, LD, didn't see Akiko-chan. Have you asked her? Carmelina? See the architect?
Complicated.
I didn't see her, LD. I was waiting for the call to pick her up. I heard she was at Witness's apartment. Yeah. Did you see
Huh?
Crimson? Have you asked her? Nope. Doom Jazz? See the doctor? DJ said he was at his clinic all night. Yep. Seems like most of them tell me the same thing. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? For real, LD, you need to speak to Akiko. What do you know about the escape? You read the report, LD? That's all I know. Yeah. Henry's demonic possession? What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You seen the Dead Zone? It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. If you're looking for more answers, try in there. Murder of Grace Bloodlines. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Not a thing, LD. Alright. So that's all. Let's hang out. I didn't want to ride, I just wanted to hang out.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
What led you to the life of an assassin?
Damn it, LD.
How come you're asking me about this now?
I was born to investigate.
We never talked about it before my
What
exile.
the hell are you talking about?
And now a mass murder happens, you just happen to bring it up? Time to think. I had a lot of time to think in the Idle Lands. Not a lot to do up there, huh? I missed you.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Oh, I missed you too, LD.
It's complicated.
I don't like to talk about it, you know, that's behind me. Being an assassin was simple, you don't have to worry about a lot once you get good at it. Find the target, learn the target, end the target. Love, though, that's complicated. That's why I drive and paint. I always need a skill to master. You got a new car since I've been gone? She's pretty, ain't she? Upgraded, got bored of the muscle car look. Masahiro offered to refit the old girl, but I wanted a change. So here she is, Burn Parliament. Wistful, the old girl. A lot of memories cruising in the old girl. Endless summer nights, right, LD? Endless possibility. Things were simpler. Things are so messed up now. The way of the world.
Talk, LD.
Be cool if I drop you at the beach,
Thank
LD?
you.
Sure thing. Thanks for the ride. Alright.
It's complicated.
LD, I think I have something we should discuss. Probe. Something you want to tell me? You have something you want to tell the investigator?
Complicated.
This is a sensitive subject, LD. For who? It's about someone on the island, but it might be something you don't want to hear about. I'm an investigator. The truth doesn't care about feelings. You know I told you that YURI suddenly got ripped overnight? He became a new person? What if it was a god that did it? You mean a blessing?
What the hell are you talking
Deception. That's dangerous talk. The goddess Enchanted Blue bestows physical gifts in return for
about?
devotion.
Helen feels bad.
Deception by a god is a crime. I don't want to just accuse
That's
him.
it.
What makes you so sure? He's been going on and on about retrieving her body. She's been dormant in the Sahara Caverns in the real world. YURI wants the council to authorize an op to go get her. That's suicide. Enchanted Blue is guarded by elite custodians. I know. There's no way Montserrat would let it happen. I think that's why he's been pushing to get on the council. If he's been deceived, would he really kill the council? He's not going to be on the new council.
Come on, LD.
What if he doesn't stop until he is? I'll keep your suspicions secret, but I'll look into it. Thanks, Lydia. Okay, so... Spectre gaze upon a star. Reach the moon. Okay, so we got a lot of new things. Lydia's testimony about you. Their alibi testimonies. Lydia testimony about you. Yuri's request to join the council. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on Yuri. Alright, so we definitely want to fast travel somewhere. Have I unlocked you? I have not.
Travel unlocked.
Okay, and yep, we're gonna fast travel somewhere. I realized something I forgot to do. So, where can I take you? Where was it? Boom Jazz's yacht. Wasn't it up here at the reality folding drive? I think it was at the reality folding drive, right? Or no, it was at the ziggurat. Syndicate HQ, Council Building, Pyramid, Desolation Cell, Danchi, Paradise Gates, the Opulent Ziggurat. It was here, wasn't it? I think so. No worries, LD, let's go. I think it was here. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I think. I'm trying to get back to One Last Kiss because there was some more information we could probe her for, but I didn't follow up on it like I should. I thought I had unlocked a fast travel point up here, but I might have just selected the wrong one. But there's no harm really because we can just get across here now since I've solved this puzzle. This was how we got up here, right? Yeah, this allowed us to get in here. Yeah, and then it's up here. Yeah, this is where I was trying to get to. Because I want to ask you about demonology. We could also ask you for some more case file things. Lydia and Sam's alibi. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night?
Mysteries are around us.
The logs at the Paradise Gates will confirm several things, their alibis and their time frame. Consider the time, investigator. Okay, so yeah. We could hang out again. Demonology. Montserrat's plan. What was Montserrat's plan? With regards to demons?
There is corruption on this island, investigator.
Millennia ago, he would never have gone along with Carmelina's plan. He changed. He wanted control. All rulers do. The Syndicate wasn't reviving gods fast enough. We were struggling with the demons, a continual thorn in our sides. Carmelina's plan to block demonic corruption is flawed. The demons would be repelled from the island structures, but would still possess our cattle. They will scapegoat the citizens. He could come down fiercer on them. A nice move for an aspiring
That's
despot.
strange.
That isn't the Montserrat I remember. Immortality isn't a good thing. It warps the mind. He followed in the footsteps of Ezekiel. They went too far. The new island is born. You will have to live with it. I love having something to look forward to. Demon-proofing. How has Carmelina demon-proofed the island? Demons and gods are just alien beings from different worlds. They enter our world through psychic pathways that bridge huge distances in the universe. Traveling along a path breaks down the demon's form. Their psychic image crosses space and gathers as solid matter when they arrive on the island. The marshals hunt those demons down and exterminate them. Soldiers have their uses after all. When demons don't manage to assume a fully corporeal form, they soak into the physical structure of the island. And the island becomes corrupted.
Enjoy Perfect Man Sank, investigator.
The rot sets in, and the island must end. Carmelina and Masahiro Heavy Industries developed a new technique that repels this corruption. Their plan is to charge the particles in our air, stopping demons from being able to latch on to the physicality of the island. The very concrete will repel the demons.
What the hell?
Does that mean that Perfect 25 will be filled with demons floating around in the air? That's the dirty secret. Demons will still come to the island. They need somewhere to go. The next best thing to the island structure are the minds of citizens. Perfect 25 will be a hotbed of demonic possession. Human minds are malleable and porous. Unlike concrete, we have a certain amount of latent psychic ability. The structure of the island will be safe and permanent, but the citizens are the sacrifice being made to the pursuit of perfection.
Don't test me.
The marshals will be busy. And so will you if you get to reform the Paradise Psycho unit. That's not my priority. It will be. God deception. How is a god's deception different to the illegal communication that allows demons on the island? Do you believe a human has the same ability to speak across the vast and infinite cosmos as a god? We are amateurs at opening the psychic pathways. The pathways are weak and easy to breach. The gods can speak across the universe without attracting the baying demonic hordes. The victims' dreams are filled with visions of the gods. They become the gods' thrall, executing their will for promises of power. The victim doesn't realize it has happened. It is subtle, insidious.
Sorry.
That's how it was with me.
Investigator.
The Syndicate hasn't worked out how to deal with god deception yet. The actions you'll take at the behest of a god are criminal, but you're a victim of the god. I hope that answered your question.
I'm glad to be back.
It did, thank you. Alright. I guess let's hang out. Got time to chat? I have all the time in the world until the island ends. What's your take on Perfect 25? There is no such thing as perfection. The Syndicate has obsessed over demonic corruption, but turned a blind eye to the corruption of itself. Worried. Are you expecting Perfect 25 to fail? Fail is a broad term. Nothing lasts forever, does
Aren't
it?
you paying attention, investigator?
Everything changes, including perfection.
I don't like this.
I don't think many people want to hear
Who would
that.
benefit from a crime like these?
A human's folly. Believing whatever you want isn't acceptable. You can tell how far society is away from collapse by how many people flock to demagogues. Are you saying Carmelina is a demagogue?
What mysteries are around us?
She's the one peddling perfection, isn't she? The one offering the easy answer to all our worries? Perfection is a lie. Perfection will crumble. Perfection is sold to
Are you
fools.
happy with your truths?
Do you think we can achieve perfection, Investigator? That's what I'm here to find out. I hope you do, Investigator. Yeah, and we've already found out that this perfect idea that Carmelina has is flawed in the first place because yeah, they're not going to be able, the demons aren't going to be able to infect the physicality of the island, but they're still going to be able to get into the minds of humans. So, what is that over there? Is that just a blood crystal? I can't quite tell. I think it is though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save here. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Paradise Killer, and I will see you next time.